This is Aaron Squire. The kids aren't up yet, so I've had a request to do a playthrough of my game Constantine, which is a RPG that I made in RPG Make Your Ace. And so what I'll be doing is posting actually an update to it, as someone pointed out on the Reddit forums that there were a couple of issues with it, so I fixed all of those. I haven't scrubbed all the text yet in the game. I really kind of want to move on to other projects right now, but I did feel like these minor fixes were something I could do in about 30 minutes, so I did that. Some of the things that were pointed out were Mokog doesn't do very much damage, but that's not going to change because like his stats are based upon his when the real life Mokog showed up on my deck building with the Squire show. All his stats are 11, and like his hit points are like 11, double 11. So things like that. The Gravekeeper is supposed to be a little bit kooky, and so they says he keeps doing his whole speech, so I did fix that in the graveyard. Of course, this is a spoiler alert for anyone that's going to try to play the game or hasn't played it yet. So if you aren't, I encourage you to play the game first and then watch the rest of this. So if you haven't played the game yet, make sure that you're going to go ahead and do that first, and then play the game, and then let me know. Other things that were problems were the mausoleum key in the menu. So I think that I fixed that. It seems to be working fine, but like it was showing up like in battle mode during, you could select it as an item. So I fixed that by changing the scope on it, and defeated. Let's see. Oh yeah, I added an ending screen, so it basically explains people that this is the end of the game, and there's nothing else except that you could, if you want to, tool around the world map a little bit with an airship. So I added that. So I'll be trying that out here. And basically felt like I could have done a little bit better on the maps with the artwork. Of course, all the maps are from a couple of different tile sets that I bought on a Steam sale. I haven't actually developed my own tile sets or done any of that, which wasn't really the goal here. The goal was basically to transfer a Dungeons & Dragons module into RPG Maker and make it up. Had to take some liberties and change some things. I also, the other goal I had was to have like some sort of Christian undertones to the game, because a lot of the Christian games that I had played in the past were really bad. Like that was back in the 8-bit Nintendo games, and I haven't seen anything really since then. So I didn't want it to be all up in your face. I wanted it to be real world. So like there are your main character is a priest, and he's trying to help out all these other temples. The different temples have different elements, but they all believe in the same God. So monotheistic, a lot like basically Christianity. So God controls everything, but then of course there are people that don't believe in that. So I wanted to make it more realistic, something that's going to speak to people on that level. But of course I didn't do a lot of character development. That's another thing I needed to add to the game. I've got a lot of characters. I actually wanted to add like 2 or 3 more, and yeah, that didn't happen. So I also tweaked with a lot of the stats to make it a little bit harder. So we'll go ahead and jump right into the game. This is Aaron Squire, and I'm going to do a gameplay demo for Constantine. We'll just try to do one of these. Unfortunately, we had some problems with the sound quality and some other stuff. So this is the game, and just as it's meant to be played. So let's go ahead and read this. When I called you to live in Constantine and serve me, you obeyed. You have faithfully served as a priest of my lightning temple. You know that I am the one true God of this world. I have a task for you to complete. Listen for my voice and follow me. I will guide you. You will not fail. Therefore, if I am with you, who can stand against you? So I just scrubbed all the text in this game, so hopefully we won't run across any anomalies. I also made a couple other fixes as well. Klaus! I have horrible news. Last night, our sacred lightning artifact was stolen. The strange thing is that I feel calm about it. It's as if the Lord was speaking to me, letting me know not to worry about it. Has the Lord been speaking to you in your devotional time, Klaus? Father Kelly, I have felt very close to the Lord ever since I joined the priesthood here. You want to sit with me, Elliot? Do the game? No? Okay. He's got to play zombies. I have been listening for some time to see what God has in store for my life here. Yes, my son, you have done a good job in your duties here. Tell me, have you heard his voice at all? Well, sir, I have, but only this once. Only once. Last night while I slept, I think that he told me that he had a task for me to accomplish. He asked me to listen to him and assured me that he would be with me. What do you think that means, Father? I'd say that either this is a mighty fine coincidence, or the Lord is leading you on your own path. I suggest that you keep the faith and heed his words. We will support you from here. Strike out and investigate the matter. I'm putting you on a leave of absence. Remember the discipline of lightning that was taught to you. You should check the other temples to see if they were also robbed. Gather as much information as you can. You know that we all serve the same God. However, our methods of discipline and worship differ, which has separated us for some time. Perhaps one day, someone will be able to unite the strength of the six temples of God again. But until that time, we will have to make do. It's kind of embarrassing for me to stumble over my own words there. That's kind of embarrassing. Alright, we don't want him to repeat that, so we're going to go ahead and get our 200G and go through. So another thing that's kind of unique is what I did was I'll go and demo this on some other characters, but I have, when you talk to certain characters, you get experience. This guy's going to tell us about a ball in this cave. I found a lot of players wanted to get a ball out of, or wanted to go into this cave, so I went ahead and that's a side quest that doesn't need to be done. I won't really go too much into it. We're going to go ahead and grab like 2 characters. I'm not going to reveal all the characters and give away everything. I'm going to just do just enough to get us to the second half of this. So enter the ice temple, yes. So I will be uploading this soon. So you'll be able to get the most current version of this game. There is a version out there right now which is the had some bugs and some other problems with it, so which I fixed today. Yes, I heard about the recent robberies, and I'd be lying to you if I said that I wasn't concerned. You should take my son with you. He's a strong warrior. He'll serve you quite well. You should stay at the temple tonight in case we're the next temple gets broken into. Would you like to stake out? We're going to say no, and then we'll go talk to his son. If we had talked to his son first, his son would direct us to talk to him. Right at my temple, I'll join you and put stop to these thieves. Pretty easy right there. So we get Revo, which is actually after my buddy Revolution, who was one of the Hex streamers. There's some Easter eggs in this game. I'm not gonna lie about that. So here's salty snacks. So we're gonna see some of the something I'm pretty proud of. I have this character that's gonna deliver food to these characters, and then they'll start walking when they're eating, which is pretty neat. I personally really enjoy that part of this game. And like if you talk to this guy, you can get some information, and then you get some experience. But if you talk to him again, you'll see that you don't get the experience. So kind of add that in to incentivize people to talk to people. Just a little, just a little incentive there. Moving on. Okay, so we're gonna get one more character here. Kind of go over here. What's this? Is the chest? Oh no, what's happening? Hey you! Yeah, you down there. Don't think that I'm gonna let you get anywhere near the temple, you thief. Alright, noob. Now that I'm down here, it's on like Donkey Kong. That's right. Why don't you talk into the microphone? Mokok shakes his fist at you. I've got my backup mic right here. Mokok shakes his other fist at you. Checking 1, 2, testing. Mokok seems to be speaking into his hands as if they were microphones. And they don't like no feedback. What's up? Sweet! So all of Mokok's stats are like 11. So he's not very, he doesn't have a lot of strength in this incarnation of him. This is obviously just a character for D2. This isn't really his character, lightning here. Thundercats.
want players to get owned by this guy, like, because it's kind of a surprise fight, you know? I wanted to make sure that there was... And even if you do lose to this guy, it doesn't end the game. So, I felt like that was somewhat important. He is somewhat of a long fight, you know, so he's a long, easy fight, is what it is. 11 experience, 11. So he was on, Mokog was on the 11th episode of Dead Going to Squire, that's why I got him. All of his stats are 11, as a side note. Mokog, my name's Mokog. I'm one of the famous hex hunters. Haven't you heard of me? No. I haven't. But anyways, I'm not the bad guy here. In fact, I'm trying to figure out who the culprits are. Oh, well, in that case, well, this is a little awkward. I suppose the only way I can make up for this is by joining you. Okay, forces his way into the party. Oh, and then also over here, you know, just a little spoiler here, you know, get life up. This is an item which I typically like to throw on Klaus. So, typically that's what I like to do. And, yeah. So I wanted to make it so that all the characters, like if you died, you were dead, so I'll probably put that algorithm in the game if I can revisit this. I'm actually at a place where I want to kind of like put this game down for a little while, this development, and move on to some other projects. So, but this is the only place you can go and rest in the game. Yes, you can sleep here for 10 gold. And this will actually revive your characters. This is the only way to do it. So if your characters die in battle, there's no revive, there's no Phoenix Sound, which is supposed to reinforce the fact that undead is very unnatural in this world, and you just can't raise people from the dead. So in order to get the event, there's actually an alternate way, but most of the time you can go to the different temples. Like we go to this Earth Temple, and we go and we can talk to someone inside the temple, usually someone that's in charge, and stake out the temple, and it'll randomly choose which temple gets hit. And if you happen to be at the one it happens to be the one you're staking out, then you will you'll get an event. Yeah, and so we got lucky. So the very first one we got the event, and I do discuss this on some of my other on my devlog 2 for this game as well. So if you're interested in knowing about that, if you have some questions about that, let me know. Yeah, this is it. I wish I wasn't so hungry, or I wouldn't have to stoop to ripping off the church like this, but times are tough. For everyone, right? You know? Alright, so we're just going to engage the thieves. You can also talk to the thieves, and there is an option in there where you actually don't have to engage the thieves. Good luck finding it. So, Temple Thieves. Kind of hyped up the music a little bit. This is the battle music, hyped up a little bit. This is supposed to be like an exciting fight, you know? That we found the thieves type of thing. Originally, I designed this after a Dungeons and Dragons module where thieves were going to hit like up to 13 temples, so I reduced that to 6 to, you know, make more sense. Of course, 3 temples were being hit a night in that scenario. Hopefully I don't die here, that would be somewhat embarrassing. Pretty sure I should be fine though. We'll go ahead and attack. Okay, we got Revo's gonna taunt for us. So I should know. What about needs some help? Nice. Okay, so we're actually gonna have Revo heal. Oh, I don't have any items. Ooh, I'm in bad shape now. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to roll with this, so I didn't pick up any items to heal my guys. I usually do. There's some potions in some of those chests. So hopefully we won't completely die here. There's also an algorithm in the game where if Klaus dies, it'll end the game immediately. But I haven't figured out exactly how to make it so you can't choose anyone but Klaus. At least Revo's getting in here, so I think we'll be fine. a lot tougher than I had it before. Although I had someone that commented that if you gear up your guys, that it gets really easy. So I wanted to make the game like not really super hard at the beginning, and then later I'll probably, if I revisit the game, I'll put a lot more difficult, like thinking type of fights in the game. But these are pretty straightforward, these fights. All right, what's that potion we were missing? Use them off or spare and interrogate. So we'll go ahead and spare and interrogate. Listen, what these uptight priests don't seem to understand is how much these poor people like us that live in the slums are starving. I can see that you're serious about finding the one who hired us. To tell you the truth, I'm a little afraid of him. I should probably be more afraid of you, though. Alright, fine, I'll tell you. He's in the northwest corner of Constantine, at the Mausoleum and Graveyard. He's a very powerful wizard named Azrael. So I'm not going to give too much more away. We're just going to kind of like mosey up to the graveyard. The graveyard doesn't get turned on until you engage the thieves, of course. So we're just going to mosey on up here, go to the graveyard. And so we meet this guy. The dead are coming back to life. I think something is going on inside the mausoleum. But when I went to check it out, I got sworn by the very people I had buried last week. Let me tell you, you don't want to have to deal with the wrath of Old Man Yama. Even a dead Old Man Yama is a little hard to deal with. I think we can help. Can you get us inside the mausoleum? I could if I had my keys, but I dropped them somewhere in the graveyard. Take a look around and maybe one of those things picked it up. I'm sorry that I couldn't be more help. I'm getting out of here! So he's supposed to be a little bit kooky. So what I did was, originally someone had talked about how he keeps doing his speech over and over again. He'll actually engage you as well. He says, "I'm getting out of here!" So he'll just do that from now on. And then once you finish the game, then he'll kind of go back to more of a normal type of action. So that's pretty much the game. There's quite a few characters. There's an alternate way to get the graveyard to show what you needed to show you. So go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think about it. But that's just a quick game demo. I hope that you enjoy it. And yeah, I'll be posting this up today. And so it'll be the most current version with a lot of text fixes and some other problems that were fixed with the game. And again, if you really want to see more of this game for me to expand it, more storylines, give me some positive input and just let me know. I want to see more of this game. I want to see more of this story progress. But for right now, after you finish the first chapter, it's pretty much over, which is you're going to meet the final enemy and all that stuff. So other than that, this is Aaron Squire signing off, saying God bless you and your families, and try not to raise too much out there.